You have the pitch names of the treble clef. There's a link there. And for the chromatic wheel, there is also a link. Okay. Questions 1 through 16 are asking you to name the notes. So you need to know, first off, the treble clef. So here's this treble clef resource that I clicked on. Zoom out where you can see it all. Okay. So the beginning, we see that this is on the second space right there. That one is on the second space. So I come over here, I go to my spaces, second space, F, A, right? The spaces spell out the word face. So the second space is an A. For number 1, I put down A. Number 2, that one is on the bottom line. I put down an E for that one. Number 3, that one is on the second line. That one is a G. Remember Elvis's guitar. Then we have on the third space a C. F-A-C. Okay. And for number 5, I go F-A-C-E. Number 6, let's see, that one is above the staff. The top line of the staff is an F, right? F. So a step up from F is a G. Forward in the alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Number 6 is a G. Okay, now I've already made 2 mistakes. Can anyone identify which mistakes I've made? Something that's a little bit off and I totally ignored doing this assignment. Yeah. Which is part of why I went ahead and stopped it right here, because there is something that I completely messed up. Intentionally, by the way. I messed these things on purpose to see if you guys were paying attention and to see if you could know what the correct way to do it is. Anyone see anything that I did that I skipped over? Didn't take a look at it, didn't use it all? On numbers 1 through 6, I have 2 of these that are wrong. 1/3 of them are wrong. And if you kept on going like this, it'd actually be more like 2/5 of them would be wrong. Number 6 is not supposed to be an F. Number 6 is a G. Right there's the space above the staff. Right here. Top line of the staff is an F. Space above the staff is a G. You go forward in the alphabet from a G. And then this next one would actually be an A, because it's the next line above that space. So you just, it's a step up. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. All right, locking down chat. So what is this symbol in front of note number 4? Or the same symbol in front of note number 6? Okay, thank you, Autumn. Yes, it is a sharp. So number 4 should not be a C, but a C. A C what? I think Rachel said it, but we need to hear it or see it in the chat. Someone can type it to me. C sharp. Okay. You write the sharp with by doing a hashtag. So number 4 is a C sharp. Number 6 This is not just a G, but a, someone type it into the chat. No, not a flat. G sharp. I want to hear that it is a G sharp. Okay, because as we know from the chromatic wheel, the G and the G sharp are two very different notes. Okay, so when you say a G, you say a G. When you say a G sharp, you say a G sharp. You don't just say sharp. Right? I have a G there and a sharp here. Okay, well, that's not telling us that it is the note G sharp. Okay, so that's really important to recognize on those sharps and get correct. Okay. So number 6 was a G sharp. All right. Number 9 has its own little deal here. Number 9, we have a flat in front of it. So notice on these, the sharp goes before the note. The sharp goes before the note. The flat will go before the note. Okay, but when I write it down as the note name, you do the C and then sharp, or you do the G and then sharp. Okay, so number 9, that one is Elvis's guitar broke. That one is a B. But we have that little flat sign in front of it, so it would be a B flat. Okay, can anyone tell me what number 11 would be? Bottom line. Someone tell me in the chat what is number 11. E flat. Yes. So the way we write that out, they said E flat. That is not correct. Sorry, lowercase e flat. And that is not correct. We want at least this, but the quicker way to do it is lowercase b. So E flat. You don't know what that is? That's fine if you don't know what that is. Just know that it is an E flat. Okay? So we identify the pitch names over here, add sharps or flats based on what it is over here. It will make sense by the end of today. Okay? Now, on these, what would be the same note as a C sharp? Does anyone know what would be the exact same thing as a C sharp? I'll show you on the chromatic wheel. What matches up with the C sharp on the chromatic wheel? Yeah, Angeline said it. Yeah, it is the D flat is the same note as the C sharp. Okay, do you guys see that? D flat and C sharp mean the same thing. At least on the keyboard, they mean the same thing. There are reasons that we have two different names for the same key on the keyboard or the same note in the chromatic scale. But they are long and complicated and boring to know about. So you don't need to know about it. Just know that the C sharp and the D flat mean the same thing. So let's take a look at number 9. We have a B flat there. What would be the same meaning as a B flat? Which note would be the same as a B flat? Take a look at the chromatic wheel till you see the B flat. Yes. Autumn, you got it right. Anyone else going to get it right? I know, Angeline, you got it right. But you've been getting them all right. I want more people to get it right. Which one would be the same as the B flat? I'll move on if one more person gets it. Which note would be the same as our B flat? Right in that area. Emilio, you are absolutely right. The A sharp is the same as the B flat. Okay. On the, let's see, down lower on here, take a look at this. The C sharp and the D flat are written the same way. Let me show you the C sharp. So we have C sharp and D flat written two different ways, but they play the same key on the keyboard. C sharp and D flat, those are the same key on the piano keyboard, right? It means the same thing in our chromatic scale with our chromatic notes, okay? This next section of it, this is assigning the correct keys to the correct parts of the chromatic pitch scale, okay? So you need to have this and, nope, not that. This and, is that it? This will be it over here. This and this. Okay. So your chromatic wheel and your chromatic pitches. So this Z key right there. Oh, and you may also need BandLab. So we'll switch between BandLab and this. All right, so we want that Z key. We want to know what pitch it is from the chromatic notes. So it can only be one of these 12 right here. So if I don't remember what it is, I take a look over here at the pitch thing, and it starts on a C, okay? Now, I'm not going to use that resource from here on out because I want you guys to understand how the process works. What are the patterns that fit with this on the staff? Okay. So this first one, I saw that was a C. So the Z key is a C. To keep things more organized, I'm going to go ahead and do this way. The Z is a C. Now this X key, that one is the next white key up. So if the Z key was a C, then the next step up is a D. And then someone type into the chat, what is the next solfege syllable, not solfege, what is the next letter in the alphabet after a, I already see two people have chatted with it. Yeah. Next one is an E. So we had, just to reiterate, C, D, and then E. So on the keyboard, if it was an E, then C, then that next white key up, that is actually the pitch, E. Okay. And then what would the S key be? So I have these arranged white keys and then black keys. This S key is in between the Z and the X. So the C and the D. What would that S one be? And I see one person has told me what it is. Does anyone else know what it is? And that's fine if you don't. Karina, that is correct. Serenity, that is correct. It is not only C sharp, but it's also D flat. Okay, so that S would be C sharp / D flat. Okay. That's because it's in between C and D. So C sharp would be the very next key up, or D flat would be the very next key down. Okay. And then this D key, that's in between the D and the E. Right, the D and E. So what is this D key here? Someone in the chat tell me. It's in between D and E. So you can go up from D or down from E. Okay. Destiny is correct. Yes. Karina is correct. Nevaeh is correct now. It's D sharp or E flat. D sharp / E flat. Okay. And let's figure about this V key. I'll zoom out a little bit so we can see more of it. So the V key would be right there. We were on the white keys before. C, D, E. What would the next one here be? Someone go ahead and put it into the chat. Thank you, Karina. That one is an F. Make sure you use capital letters. And that one is the F key. Yes. So this one is an F key. And then the letter B, if I were to press it on my keyboard and I have this thing here, that one would be what? We had C, D, E, F. Okay. And I see some people have already put it. It is a G. Yes, you are correct, Nevaeh. And then the next one is an N. Okay. So that N, we had C, D, E, F, G. So that makes that N what? An A. Yes. Not H, it's A, because that's the music alphabet. Okay, so that N is an A. Next up, we have the M key. Okay, the M key we had C, D, E, F, G, A. And Karina is correct. Nevaeh is correct. That is a B. Okay, that M key is a B. Okay, this next one, the G key is what? It is in between. V was the F and B is the G. So in between those two is, in between F and G is what? F sharp / G flat. Exactly right, Nevaeh. F sharp / G flat. Okay, and then the H is in between B and N. So I find my B and N. B is G, N is A. So in between G and A. What's the name of the note in between G and A? Yep. Okay, so I'm showing you where you can find that information on the chromatic wheel. In between A and G is G sharp / A flat. G sharp / A flat. Okay, letter J is in between the N and M keys. That's in between A and B. Okay, in between A and B is A sharp / B flat. Yes. Okay, do you guys see how she got that? A sharp / B flat. Okay, that A sharp / B flat there is in between A and B. Okay, so when I press the J key on my keyboard, that one is the A sharp / B flat. Okay. So this next section combines the two pieces of information that you got before into one thing, and this is where it gets really practical for the piano. So we identified the notes from up here. We know which notes go with which keys from right here. Now I combine those two pieces of information to know which key to press when you see this note right here. Okay, and this is where it gets really important. So this first one, this one is on the second space. That one was an A, right? And it's the A right above middle C, so C, D, E, F, G, A. So that one is an N. You press the N key. Up, 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 up. Sorry, let's go to my copy of it. So right here, you press the N key. Okay, C, D, E, F, G, A. Now keep track of which octave you are in. Which octave means compared to which C are you, above or below. Okay, so that one was that A right there. Next one, number 18, that one was an E, and it's the E right above middle C. So I press C, D, E. I press the C key. Is it just confusing to me to say all those letters right after each other? So this key is C, this key is D, this key is E, and we're wanting to play the E. So in order to play the E, I need to press the C on my computer keyboard. Number 19, that one is a G, so I go C, D, E, F, G. Okay, so that one is the B key. And then this one is F, A, C, only it has the sharp there, so it is a C sharp. And this is my second C that I have. So here's my first C. To the left of the two black keys is always a C. So here's one C. I find my set of two black keys, not the set of three, the set of two black keys, and I go just to the left. And this one is a C. Great. We are not playing the C, we are playing the C sharp. So the next note right above the C sharp is this letter L right there. That's our C sharp or D flat. It can be written out two different ways, C sharp or D flat. So for number 20, I'd press the L key, okay? So I showed you step by step for these first four. I'm going to go ahead and show you a few more. These are interesting because they get up really high. I will show you the highest one. Number 23. Number 23. That one gets particularly high. Okay, so that one was the A, and it's above our second C. So you go C, D, E, F, G, A. Okay, that's the A right there. And that should be the number 23. That should be the R key that I press. Okay. Let's take a look at number 25. Number 25. This one is Elvis's guitar broke. That's a B. And I want to know that's a B flat. So I need to find my B first, and then I go one key to the left, and it's going to be a black key. So I go C, D, E, F, G, A, then B right here. One key to the left of B is this black key right there, right? If we go sharp, we go to the right. If we go flat, we go to the left. Sharp is up, flat is down. So this black key right there is down from our B, so that is the B flat. Number 25 is that J key right there is the B flat. So let's go number 28. Okay, this is actually the note that we are basing everything else off of. Number 28, that one is a C and it is middle C. So on our keyboard, if it's octave 4, C4 equals middle C. So that is number 28. That one is the Z key. Okay. And 29 is the next one that I'll go ahead and do. This is the next hardest one. So we have the C key, and then you go up a half step for a sharp. So this one is C sharp. So I know I go up one key from the C, so that is C sharp. It's the S key. Number 29 would be the S key. Okay. Those are all of them that I'm going to show you guys right now. The rest of them are up to you to do, fill in the rest of it to get it correct. I'm going to go ahead and